Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome back. We got our Kerbals. Excuse me. When we last left our heroes, we had a slight minor, just a very minor event occur. We didn't think some things through. We tried to push some stuff. And in the process, we failed to remember that we needed ways to grab onto spacecrafts so that people could get back into said spacecraft. So subsequently, we've got Tomdoc doing laps around Kerbin. And, yeah. He can't sustain that forever. So what we need to do, we need to rendezvous with him, go up with the clamper, see if we can't grab onto him with the clamp, or provide him with some RCS fuel, or something. Some way to where he can grab on and get situated. So, let's see here. We still have 1 year, 77 days for our Eve departure, or our Eve orbit as well. Which, if we back out here, we should be able to see. That's going to be our burn to go to Eve. Or no. I think that was for our return to Kerbin. Maybe Moho. I can't remember. We got to look at that too. But I think we got to get our little fella a rocket ship to come home on. Because he can't stay up here forever. I mean, I know it's cool and all, but I mean, would you want to endlessly orbit a planet till the day you died? I mean, it'd get real lonely, and eventually it'd get real boring, and you want to get back to life. So, what I'm saying is we're mounting a rescue. It's time to go rescue him. We need to come up with a good rescue plan. So, let's go ahead with this. I'm just trying to decide if we want to do that or go. Excuse me. If we want to go with this or if we want to build something else. I'm kind of. I know we looked at this guy last time. It was really cool. We checked out a couple of inches. It's going to be another long night for me. I can just tell I'm already not able to English. Alright, so we have this. Is it coupling or payload? Could we re-enter with him attached to that? That's the real question. I guess we're going to find out. We're going to give it a try. Because, you know, what could possibly go wrong? Alright. We need... Oh my gosh, guys, I keep yawning. Holy cow. Okay. We need some batteries here. Because we gotta have power to fund this mission. And we're gonna have to have, I don't even know why. My train of thought is just it's garbage right now, guys. I have no train, and the thought is gone. We've got to have a way to maneuver and rendezvous with him. So we need RCS. We need to auto strut. Heaviest parts, auto strut. And we need to remove these guys out of here. There's clearly a job for Jebediah. I mean, he is the hero of the Space Center, right? He's the only man for this job. Now, he won't need one of these. So we can take that out of his inventory and throw it away. He might need a parachute, because you never know when he's going to have to bail out. Just saying. Oh, jeez. I don't think we need anything. I'm debating whether or not we want to put a large docking port on the back of this. I don't see us docking at the space station, but I don't want to discount that we won't dock at the space station. Yeah, let's go ahead and slap one on there. I think that's probably gonna be our oh my gosh, okay. And that's probably gonna be our best option at this point, is to make sure we have a docking ring. So if we need to, we can dock to the space station. Who knows? Maybe we can refuel. Maybe we can unfuel. We'll see what happens. I think we can drop this and go with heat shield. Survivability, heat shielding. We could do a decoupler. That's payload. There we go. Heat shield. That seems like more craft than what we need. We're already 15 tons. And what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. RCS builder. Jeez. Okay, there's our center of mass. Command and control. Hey, Vulcan, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You know, I'm yawning a lot right now, and I don't know why. It suddenly started happening, and I'm really frustrated because it shouldn't be happening. Let's see, that gets us 1,875 meters a second, 2.33 thrust to weight ratio. What's that? Oh yeah, I'm streaming now. You can go downstairs and watch. Sounds like a plan. I'll lull you into a sense of security. What? Yo, she brought me my cookies?
I brought you your cookies.
Yay! What did Mom say?
I don't know. Mom, what did you say?
Well, I'm sorry I was busy doing my own thing in here. Could you bring me some eggnog too, please? Thank you. It has chocolate and coconut. Two things that are here. I'll let you sniff the bag. Do you want to sniff the bag? Alright. Hey, if eggnog is available October 1st, I get eggnog available October 1st. There's no already when it comes to eggnog for me. I am an eggnog fanatic, okay? If eggnog were alcohol, I would be drunk from October until New Year's. At least you admit that it's fair. I mean, that's one thing. See, these are a much bigger engine. I mean, I have 100 meters a second more, but this is like overkill on the thrust to weight ratio. We don't need those. I'm just trying to decide if there's something a little better. Thank you. Now I got a bulldog down here licking her chops like she's gonna own it. What's that? Well, she is sad and pathetic. Okay, so that doesn't give me... It gives me throttle control, but it doesn't give me my RCS, or my Delta V. That's the word I'm looking for. But those are more efficient than the ones I have. Three on the thrust power. See, those are 31. It's 6.62 meters a second. Well, Friday's always kind of been my Kerbal day, originally. So if I go to play something else on Thursdays, it will probably... If I go to play something else, it'll probably be on Thursdays. But we've just been having so much fun, I've been rolling it into Thursday and Friday. But I am thinking about backing it off a little bit for the holidays, because there's some other things I want to get done. Some other games I want to play. We still have the Fallout series and stuff to finish, and we've got things, is what I'm saying. There's things going on. So I think we could make a difference. Alright. Do you think that's a good base rescue vessel? I think it is. I think we need to provide a little bit of power. Not a whole lot. Nothing too major. Just because it's a rescue craft. You know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We're just trying to save some Kerbals that have gotten lost along the way. What? Yes, it's Koibal. It's always Koibal. Oh my gosh. I just had that conversation. You weren't listening. Okay, so we got power. We've got heat shield. We've got the clamp. We've got RCS. We've got reaction control wheels. We've got docking port. We're not going to be high enough to really need an antenna. What are you doing?
All I'm doing is
You are knocking everything everywhere, son. We don't need any science on the craft. Let's take RCS fuel up. Oops. Was it Alt? Which one was it that like triple stacks them here? I can't remember. Oh, can I not stack those? Is that what the problem is? I guess I can't stack them. Alrighty. And now we just need a lifter body that is simple and to the point. What about you, Lumpy? I mean, he might work. It's, doesn't seem outside of the realm of possibilities. It's got, you know, 1,200 meters a second there, another...
What does the red center of mass mean?
It's a good question, son. I don't know. Probably where it would be at if the tanks were empty. That's very likely what that red center of mass was, is once the tanks are empty, where the center of mass is.
What is quad
What?
Quad Emanator.
Quadomotor.
Quadomotor. Okay.
Not to be confused with Quasimodo. But that's what it was originally supposed to be, is like Quasimodo. But I went with Quadomodo. Get it? Can you hear it now? Quadomodo, Quasimodo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh, parachutes. You're right, parachutes. You think I should do Frank? I think Frank has a little too much oomph. Little too much fluid in the tank.
Who's Frank?
We would be wasting tons of fluid. But if you want me to do Frank, we can go with Frank. Frank is my big heavy lifter motor. Auto strut. And we could go port staging enabled. Well, that's not good. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. How do you get the surface experiment kit into a rocket with 3 slots? Surface experiment kit? What? Which one was the surface experiment kit? Is that all? Heaviest part? Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Okay. I'm trying to remember which one you're talking about. I don't know. You're asking me questions my brain can't calculate right now, because my brain is broken. Like I said, I'm barely Englishing right now. I'm really, I am so. I should really be going to bed right now. I should be taking a nap. I should. Really?
Hey, I had to have my little snacks. I mean, who knows? Everyone else on the other side of the screen could have a snack.
It's time change. I've been like that all week. Yeah, the time change has something to do with it, but I think it's the fact that I just don't sleep anymore. At least not in the conventional sense. Alright. Let's see if we're successful. Place your bets. Place your bets.
Oh, darn, it exploded.
It still might, son. This thing has no throttle control. It is just a solid rocket booster. We've already exceeded our limit acceleration to 25 meters a second. We're at 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. It is oval. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That was my mom. She's just checking in, seeing how things are, and we're cluckety cluck with the puckety puck. So, all right. Even after dropping a lot of that fuel, we still have a ton of fuel left. We're gonna burn half of that trying to circularize. Oh, I didn't even dump half of that one. That's why we still have so much fuel. Whee! We have hardly any horizontal motion here. It is all straight up. That's the one thing about this. It's got so much thrust on those SRBs that we rarely get any horizontal motion out of it. And since we're in space, straight horizontal burn. It's a nice long burn, guys. This shows the importance of a gravity turn. Make yourselves as circular as possible without wasting a lot of delta V. Hey, hold on a second. My cousin's now calling me. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. my mom called, then my cousin called, and we're kind of having a little bit of a family crisis thing going on here. But yeah, no, Jester, thanks for showing up, man. Glad to see you back, and Chinchilla, glad to see you guys back, and I hope everything's awesome with you guys. We got Vulcan and you know, Celtic Lover here with us as well, and my son's sitting next to me watching and having a good time. So, yeah, back to what I was doing here. So we captured our lone Kerbal who ran out of RCS trying to push a spacecraft because I'm a nitwit and didn't provide any way for him to get back in. So it's all good. I was checking it though. Maybe my audio was messed up, which it was. It was set to headphones and not TV, and I don't have my headphones on. Oh, well, okay, then that's 100% on you, Jester. Uh, so, this begs the other question. He is now attached to this craft. I have put additional... I don't know how these work. Does this automatically feed off this if it's in this slot? Or do I have to do something with this to refuel it? I know this automatically refuels if I get him inside here, but I just need to know because I don't want to let him go from here yet. Yeah, well, yeah, that's how we got into this fix to start with. So I don't quite remember how these work. I know that they can refuel this, or I don't know. I never knew those canisters worked, so yeah, and see, I've captured them, and I don't want to let them go because I've lost them once. This is like, excuse me. This is like the second rescue mission I've tried to do with him. The first one failed miserably because just bad planning on the craft part. And yeah, I took a craft up thinking, oh yeah, I'll just get the craft close to him and then have him like rotate and grab onto it. Well, I had the same problem with the rescue craft that I had with the original craft, which was nothing for him to freaking grab onto. And he can't grab onto anything unless he's like actually touching something where there's ladders and stuff. And I'm like, why didn't I build a craft that had ladders all around it so he could just grab it? And so then I came up with this idea where I just come up with the clamp and just grab onto him with the clamp. A lot like, you know,
Wait, he's just been
2001 Space Odyssey, where, you know, he grabs them with the clamps and brings the pod back.
Wait, he's just been floating around in space?
Oh, for quite a while, yeah. He's been doing laps around Kerbin for like, what, probably 12 months now?
Dang. Bro hasn't even got food or drink.
And the kicker about it is, he's a scientist who should have been on my science station, but because I wasn't paying attention, I put the pilot on the science station instead of the scientist. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun, Jester. You'll have to go back to my YouTube channel or my Twitch and check out the prior videos to this. We've been having a grand old time and just getting in lots of fixes with the Kerbals. You know, I love playing this game, but I am definitely not the best player of this game. I wouldn't even give a really good player a memo on this game. So, but you know, it's coming along. So I'm kind of contemplating here. Will he survive re-entry?
No, he will not.
I'm trying to think if he will survive re-entry. I'm half tempted to take his parachute and remove his RCS and put his parachute back in here. Right? Oh, wait a minute. What did I just do? Wait a minute. What am I doing here? No! Stop! It's all gone wrong. There we go. Tell me he has RCS fuel in this thing now. It refilled it! I am such an idiot. I am such an idiot. I didn't need to do any of these rescue missions. I am a total and complete moron.
How did?
Okay.
What happened?
This is how I killed Jeb when I first started playing. Okay, so now we can let him go from here. How do we let him go? What am I still transferring here? What? Stop transferring crew. It's all gone wrong. Alright, how do we let this go? Okay, so we release. And now we switch back to him. We put him back into... He's back into RCS! Hey, turn... Why won't you turn around? What? What are you doing, you fool?
Look at how happy he is.
I swear I know how to fly with RCS here, guys. I'm telling you, I do. Did I just do a successful rescue mission? I'm such a doofus. I am a total and complete doofus, guys.
What refueled it?
Taking his jetpack and putting it in the pod and then taking it... because it was in the pod. And they refuel when you put them back in the craft. Ah. Oh, I am not the most intelligent person. I am a moron. Oh, but we had a lot of fun doing it, didn't we? Okay, so now if we go, this is our science station, yeah, ultra science. Okay, rescue one. We could grab that lander and deorbit that, but I think what we want to do, we want to set this as target, and we want to rendezvous to this is now. To this is now? Oh my gosh. See, I told you guys at the beginning, I am not going to English tonight. I am so discombobulated. The phone calls and everything just completely threw me off my groove, man. I tried to type in Twitch and I spelled something other than Twitch. I left the W out. So. Oh my gosh. Gee, there. Go to my profile. Show me my channel. Show me what I'm streaming. There we go. Now I can somewhat see what I'm doing here. Because, you know, me playing the game doesn't tell me what I'm doing. There. Because auto warp's not checked. There we go. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I'm going marginally insane here. Yeah. So we're gonna dock at the space station. We're gonna pick the pilot up, and we're gonna drop this scientist off, fix that little problem, refuel this craft, and then
Do you still have
head home.
Jeb?
Yeah, Jebediah is right there. See,
Okay.
there's Jeb. He's not going anywhere.
Look at how happy he is.
Oh, Jeb's always happy. He's one of the happiest Kerbals in the universe. He just that's what he does. Any chance for him to be in space makes him just a happy Kerbal. I mean, look at that, he's smiling there. Look at that. Look at how happy he is, right? He's flipping this thing around, pulling them levers, pushing them knobs. Since when do you push a knob? I bet none of you guys figured that one out, did you? You twist a knob, you don't push it. You push a button. Yeah, you didn't even catch that one, did you? No, you didn't. You didn't catch it. No,
He caught it.
too late now. What do you want? The bulldog wants to get in on this discussion now too. What's wrong with? Oh, see, she's after your foot. There you go. She's mad at your shoe. You shouldn't. Your shoe shouldn't have said those terrible things to her. Look at how mad she is now. Get him. Ah. All right. We're sleep deprived, guys. We're really just sleep deprived. It's kind of jumping around, but it's not really jumping around. Note in 36 years, 100 what the freak? What? 36 years? For what? Because we are on the same orbital plane as Serenity now, Serenity now. Serenity now. Let's do this. Add Man Hoover. We're going to go in here. We're going to go maneuver planner, execute next node. What's that? What's going on? So he came in here to Sorry. I should have told him to go to bed. We were having fun. Using excuses. Okay. I know. I'm not just nothing either. So. We're both doing things, and that's what he doesn't understand. So, let's discuss it later. All right. now maybe we'll have a better rendezvous. I don't know why it had a 36-year rendezvous. I don't. Probably because our orbit was so out of whack to start with that they figured, hey, if we circularize at a higher altitude, that'll be better. But I wasn't going to sit here and wait for 36 years. Kerbals had to go back to the drawing board. Now we're whipping around here. 5 hours. Let's speed this thing up a bit. It's going too slow. That should be real close to an intercept, I think. Are you going to burn sometime this week or what? It's a 1 second burn. What am I complaining about? There's our target. It should be pretty close there. We're doing that time warp. That's what we need. Anytime this thing goes into time warp, it says we're doing the time warp. Let's do the time warp again. There she is. Looks like a giant pencil floating through space. Run das Avus Autopilot. You need to control this vessel from a docking port. Well, I did. The target is not a docking port. Yeah, it was a Kerbal. This vessel is not controlled from a docking port. Yeah, I know, it was a clamp. You just make it sound like I don't know how to fly. Alright, you can start slowing down sometime this week. Ah. Dang. I take a lot of risks. Oh, that was a close one. That was yeah. I could have destroyed a whole radiator on that one. Yeah. I forgot I had that set at 10 meters. Wondering why this thing was breaking so late. I'm going, that thing's getting awful big. uh, well, you know, making things go boom is kind of like Kerbal 101. You know, these little green guys really love big, loud noises. They do. So if it's not going boom, then what good is it? It's Are you really flying the way Kerbals want to fly? I think I need to add one more spacer between those two Jetsons. Those two sections. Oh my gosh. What the heck is a Jetson? I know what a Jetson is, but I don't know what a Jetson is. My gosh. I'm telling you guys, I'm scientist. Pilot. Unbuckle. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. What's over here? Going through the tiny little tube. Hi! Oh no! That's not where you wanted to go! Alright, where is the... Oh. So I can't get in this way because... Because I bet that's where the docking port is, and there's no docking port there. Or it's blocked off because RCS stinks. Alright, good to know. I gotta figure out how to get back to Where's my science station? Oh no, wait. I think I was back this way. Where's my seat? Okay. So we need to go. He's the pilot. Okay. So we need to transfer you to here. And now we need to go to here, and we need to transfer you to here. There! Now all the scientists are where they should be. And there's still tons of science to be done because we haven't gone too many days here. But now that we have proper scientists in the proper room, this one should perform faster than it was. Because I believe before it was 1.5 science, we're now 3.5 science. Yeah. Okay. I don't have an engineer to repair this, do we? Because we need to repair that. We may need to bring an engineer up to fix things. Alright. I thought I had more RCS tanks on this thing than I do. That's full. Oh, they are full. Well, fine. You know what? Actually, I don't know if I want to. I'm trying to think here because I have RCS in this, which should be enough to deorbit us, I think. And I'm thinking about leaving this up here. As kind of a spare RCS tank. No, not right now. Well, just a little puff from the dragon. You have to roll away from this thing slow. You don't want to go completely crazy. Now that we're further away. That's a good re-entry. We're falling! And once again, I managed to bring myself in on the dark side of the planet. Because that's what I end up doing best. That's really loud in my ears. Why do we keep the blue side up, kids? Get a little lower in the atmosphere. Get a little lower. We may not even need to use our heat shield. Bye-bye, little buddy. There's no way that's coming back. It's going to be a spectacular wreck. Now we're going to pick up a little bit of heat. Hardly enough to even write home about. How is that slowing down now? How are we falling faster? Because we're more aerodynamic. That's why, you nitwit. Physics! That looks like water. There it goes. And now we're spinning, spinning. Just like other women, we're spinning, just like other women. Wonder if that could rip my parachutes off. I don't know. Wonder how much damage I'd do if I actually hit the ground spinning like that. We're making them sick. Should have put a... Yeah, how dark the moon is. Did it go through eclipse? I wonder if I had a lunar eclipse that I had to go through. Kersplash. It didn't even kersplash. Well, that took an hour and 40 minutes to do. Oh, what a waste of time. All I had to do. All I had to do. And I couldn't do it. I. See, you forget certain things when you don't play for a long time. And then when you do them, it's like a whole new discovery again. And then you're sitting there scratching your head the whole time saying, why was I such an idiot before? I think it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. I don't think there's anybody on this. It is now an abandoned vessel, because the Kerbal that was on here has left. There was so much room. That's out of monopropellant. That's out of monopropellant. That's out of monopropellant. This whole thing's empty. It doesn't even have a computer on it to fly itself home. Not that it could if it wanted to, because it has no fuel. But tons of electric charge though. The computers on board it will continue to sit there idle for eternity, because it's got solar power and a big, huge battery. I think we could probably... We'll leave this up here for now. We'll think of something to do with that craft, because I think we may have something in mind for that craft. I know. Yeah, you're all getting excited. Just settle down. The excitement will get better. Trust me. Okay. Now, we got 20 minutes. That's an hour and 40 minutes. We got 20 minutes to do something. What do you think we should do? Should we build a space plane and fly up to the poles and get all of our science from the poles? Should we build a rocket, a space plane, and do some space plane testing and see if we can get some space planey things done? I don't know. That's why I'm leaving it up to you guys. What do you think should be the next step in our Kerbal evolution? I mean, we got these really cool components for a space plane. Yes, do that. Do what? Fly to the poles, build a space plane, choose upside, smell armpits. What does yes, do that mean? Alright, space plane. Now, anyone who has watched my stream for any length of time absolutely knows that I am horrible at building space planes. But I love giving it the old college try. Or would that be college? College, Coolidge, college, Calage, I don't know. The point is, we're gonna swag it. We're gonna swag it here. And for those who don't know what a swag is, that means scientific wild ass guess. So open. Is that the right docking port? I think we've got that somewhere on the space station. If not, we'll have to bring an adapter up, and that's always fun. I like building adapters for my space stations, because that means reconfiguration day, and we have to reconfigure. Alright, payload. I never have figured out how these work. Because I've never quite figured out how to attach things to the payload and have it stay in place. Well, why didn't I just use that instead of a bunch of them other little small sections? I mean, what's wrong with me? Oh, there's even a longer one. Oh, that's for the big one. Never mind. That is a fairly good size cargo bay. What do you think? Do you think we need it that long? Because right now it's 6.32 tons. I think we take this section out. And we just plop this section in. That should be long enough. aerodynamical. I thought we had a rear attachment for this. Is it under structural? Cargo? Utilitas? I think that's what I'm looking for. Well, that's a crew cabin there. That way we can haul more Kerbals. I thought there was a piece that attached back here that allowed me to do like engines and stuff. Am I just a moron, or can I not see all the fine parts that are sitting next to me? I could have swore. I wonder if it is because I don't have all of the aerodynamic parts yet. See, there's our crew cabin. That's fine. Ooh, crew lab. Crew lab. Do I really need that? Do I really need this? Maybe it's here in the... No, I thought I looked through all this aerodynamic stuff. I seem to remember there was a... There was an engine adapter that matched this. I may not have it unlocked yet. Because I know I've kind of been holding off buying space plane stuff. Space plane lab lame. See, I've got 5 minutes left. No, I have bought quite a bit of... Because there was a pod that had... That's the drone casing. I could slap that on there just to seal that deck off, right? Alright. But I still remember there was a part that had... Oh, I think that's it. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. So let's take this off. We're 7.5 tons. That brings us to 9.87 tons. That's a lot of tonnage. Now, if we do this... That's going to interfere with the opening of the doors, isn't it? I don't know why I need a tail fin that big. Well, I know why, but I'm not going to tell you guys why I need it that big. If you know why I need a tail fin this big, put it in the comments. Turn our snapping back on. You know what, actually, I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to get this. And we are going to slap this back on here. Same thing we did before. Oh my gosh. I thought... Undo, it's all gone wrong. It's good enough. What do these need? Come on. Liquid fuel and oxidizer. If it requires liquid fuel and oxidizer, that makes it a rocket engine. That one requires liquid fuel and oxygen as well. But I believe it's atmosphere versus non-atmosphere, so... I can't reduce your size because that's totally lame. Alright, not using you then. What about the Kraken engine? Yeah, same thing. See, that's atmosphere only. Or those are both atmosphere and non-atmosphere. Which means we're gonna have to do what, kids? What do we gotta do? We're going with electric engines. How do we solve the electric engine crisis? That's right, a big old medieval reactor. Yep. That's how we do it. Now, of course, that's going to take a fair chunk of our cargo space, but oh my gosh. Alright, can we shrink that down just a bit? Nope. And I don't think there's a smaller reactor either. Yeah, it would. Is that our dual mode? Yeah, that's what I have on there, air breathing and... Inline electrical generator. See, that requires air intake though. I thought I had a small... I mean, other than the isotope generator, I thought I had some smaller... Now, if we upscale this... How much weight did that suddenly add? Not as much as I thought. Now, at that size, that's only 0.8 electrical charge a second. But I'm increasing it to almost like quadruple its size. See, it's 0.625 in size there. And then it's 0.938, 1.25, 2.5. Yeah, that's almost like quadruple its size. No! So let's say maybe they do 16 each. I don't know. I don't know what it produces. Let's launch and see what power we're generating here. Oh, it's 207. I've already gone over time. We haven't even built this stinking thing yet. How do we get a taste of the generator? Electric charge. Is that 83,000 on the electric charge? All right. I think we've got the power. I think the power's good. I don't think we need to worry more about power. Power's good. Stop messing with. We're fine. Let's put wings on this thing. What is the best wing for this? What do you think? Should we go... That's an airplane tail fin. That's an airplane main wing. Ooh, Mk3 wing. How big is that? Snap you back into place. Needs to be larger, but I can't scale that up, can I? Why is it any time I want to have fun, I can never scale it up? Why are you against me building space planes? Kerbal, you cruel mistress, you. Inner aileron. Yeah, there's some very skinny wings. And I don't know how they expect me to attach these ailerons. It says inner and outer, but they're never the right angle or... Alright, you're garbage. Go away. There we go. That'll fly. Well, you know, it's more of a glider at this point than it is an actual, Where's my aerodynamic lift? Where's my center of mass? I think this needs to be behind here, right? Otherwise, it's just gonna pitch up and... Right? See, we're blocking off a door there. We're gonna have to roll those wings back just a bit. Roll them back to here. Those don't have steering, do they? Yeah, those need to go right like that. Steering 100 degrees, okay. We can make that a little larger, can't we? Ooh. A lot larger. We're gonna bump you up just a bit. That looks better. Save. Let's see how this thing sits on the wheels. And it's tail heavy. That's kind of what I thought would be the situation. So we could move those wings back more. Or just put a runner on the back, which is usually what I end up doing. Oh, resume flight. Revert flight. Spaceplane hangar. Open you up. That's what I figured. Okay. Let's see how it sits on the runway now. That's the retractor. You think so? Let's see what happens. Who do we have on here? We got Bill and Jebediah. Should we see how far these two guys get? We're sitting kind of crooked here. Probably because these wheels here sit up higher. These wheels here. Might want to expand these wheels just a smidgens. It'll never take off that way. Remember, kids, I'm not the best at making aircraft. That sits too high. You know, I don't know why I'm sitting here guessing this whole thing. That should work. So move the isotope generators forward is what you're saying. Put a little more lead in the pencil here. Let's see how she flies. It has no climb. Okay. I think we need to make these slightly. I can't. They're as big as they can get. All right. We're gonna toss you. We're gonna toss you. And everybody says I need to open you up. I need to open you up. I need to open you up. And I need to take you guys and plop you in here. That's what they're telling me. See. Did I only have the 3? And now we can roll those wings back. And we don't have any fuel in them. That's good. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to, if you look where our center of mass is versus our center of lift, they're a little more into alignment. If I bring these wings back, that should make the climb out a little better. And I think I need to go with just the regular aeroplane tail fin. make it slightly larger. Maybe I'll go with dual. Kind of like an F-18 kind of deal, right? Let's give that a try. And I think I need to put a control surface. Turn that off. Those are small though. There. And now this should give us pitch and roll, or pitch and yaw, or... Yeah, let's go pitch and roll. This will give us pitch. These will give us yaw. And we'll give these pitch and roll. We haven't even gotten to the stage of seeing if this thing will fly into space yet. Now it may be too nose heavy. Well, we'll see what happens. I think I need to readjust my landing gear because it's all wobbly now. Did it change the size of my landing gear? No, it's the same size as it was. Let's try that. I think it's still a little off kilter there. Wonder if I need to fold those wheels in. I think they might be a little tilted. Well, that's better. Um, yeah, I've considered that. We're almost to that point, so. Well, it's at least flying. Yeah, it starts pitching down pretty hard. Ooh, that's a harder pitch up. Somehow, we acquired some liquid fuel. Probably right back here. Yeah. I mean, we're still climbing, albeit not very quickly. Well, now we're starting to go down. I think we're stalling out. Surface speed is increasing. Our acceleration is increasing. Maximum thrust is growing because we're getting into thinner and thinner atmosphere. Once we get through max Q, this thing should really take off. 1/50th of the way to orbit. I mean, I'm only 3 kilometers off the ground, so I wouldn't even say that's 1/50th. But our surface speed is increasing. Our orbital speed is increasing. We're starting to gain altitude again. Our current acceleration is climbing. A lot of it's due to our area of attack, our max Q, because we're starting to push through that thick, soupy atmosphere. Once we get past that, this thing should really start to climb up and out. Maybe we should just start with it under atmospheric. Maybe not quite yet, but it's getting there. Uh-oh, our surface speed is starting to drop. Our orbital speed is starting to drop. Our max thrust is still climbing, albeit slower. These will become more efficient the less air they have and the more vacuum they have. See, this is slowly climbing. Very slowly, but it's climbing. Alright, orbital speed is increasing again. We broke through that soupiness. Air is starting to get thinner. We're also dropping and climbing angle here. Just keep climbing, just keep climbing, just keep climbing, climbing, climbing. But this thing can't even hit 10 kilometers in altitude. I mean, 10 kilometers is what? Barely 5 miles? What is going on here? Long as we are still climbing. We've lost a lot of altitude. Alright. This thing flies like a pregnant yak. Can't even break 10K, man. Can't even break 10K. What good are ya? I think that's what we need. Something like that. Just junk these. I mean, at this point, at this point, it's just ridiculous, right? We'll come back to these. Why can I never leave this stream? We're coming up on 3 hours now, and we've screwed around with it. You need inches with more oomph. Yeah. That's what I just did. Inches with more oomph. Actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's maybe some arrow spikes. We'll see what happens. Give it to my daughter. I don't know what happened. I just. You did hear a boom, yes. But it wasn't just any boom, it was a sonic boom. Because that's how fast we shot those things off into whatever direction they decided to go. Oh, why are we so unstable now? Did I just make a super speedboat here? I know what the problem is. Depleted the electric charge. Gotta see how much electric charge we have. $300 electric charge. So the isotope generator. Okay, so the isotope generators we have are charging at 144, where these engines take a lot more than that. These are bigger nacelles. Now we need to, well, let's see how these perform. I may have to come back to this, because I've almost been at this for 3 hours. So I think I may have to figure out how to design something better. Electrical charge. Well, we're at 10,300 again. We're still climbing. Our speed is still increasing. Our thrust to weight ratio is 1.5. Hippity doo, hippity da. We're almost through the max OQ. Alright, we're now through that thick atmosphere. We're pushing a hard climb up. If this flies pretty stable and gets us into orbit, I'll be a happy, happy person. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why I'm losing such power. Yeah, I think it's just a terrible plane design. I've got the all the thrust in the world. It's just I think aerodynamically it's just dragging it down so much that it can't fly. Alright, what if we were to take, I wish I could separate these. What if we were to put these more like right here? Let's take this whole assembly off. Let's see if we can put some canards in here and get a little more aerodynamically sound. start these out. That has liquid fuel. We don't need liquid fuel on those. I'll have to see. I'm getting pretty busy this weekend. I've got 2 cars here I've got to work on. Completely overpowers the brakes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Huh, it almost seems to be flying better. Alright, we're moving now. Almost past max Q. We didn't get past that last time. Surface speed is still increasing. Altitude is still increasing. Acceleration is still increasing. Maximum thrust is increasing. Everything is going up. That's a good sign. That's a very, very good sign. They are called the Electric Trek Heavy. They're part of the near future mod. Uh-oh. Starting to take heat. it's actually rolling upward. Oh. Pitch it down, pitch it down. Well, I mean, if we get up and out, that's so... Because we're way up there now. I think we're just going to float our way. And we're in space. What just flew past me? Was that my imagination or something just fly right past us? Why is it doing that, doing that, doing that? Why is it doing that? Because it's thrusting up. It's unstable. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm getting too tired to think about how to build a space plane. I think we'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah. We're probably gonna scrap this whole thing and start over. I don't know. But I think what's happening is because these are up so high and where our angle of thrust is. Yeah, our angle of thrust is pointed upward. So I think we need to come in here. Oh, 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 oh. Looks like it's still pointed upward just a bit. Yeah, it is. You see how that's not completely straight. That should be more straight there. Looks like our angle of thrust is correct now. We shouldn't get that out of control spinning. Cool. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you had fun watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things with all the buttons, all the items that you need to do. I know it's Twitch and you don't do that on Twitch, but if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and do that. And if you're watching it on Rumble, go ahead and do that. If you're watching it on any social media platform that I may or may not stream to, go ahead and do that. And I'll see all of you later.